Let's kick things off where we just left things off over at Arlen Field, and it's Angelo Grose, the Mansfield senior athlete. He plays every position on the field, so I'm not even going to name what he does. 7 catches last night, a $127, and a score as the Tigers beat up on West Holmes 42-7. And we say it all the time, whenever he touches the ball, it just looks different. He's that type of guy.
Yeah, he's a guy that looks like he should be being recruited by major Division I level schools, and his attitude has really changed to where he plays the part on the football field. He's a demanding leader. They gave up a point. I was in the end zone. They gave up that first touchdown, and he was, I can't say the word what he was, but he was upset that they had given up some points. So that showed me that he cares a lot for this team, and his leadership has grown.
Yeah, there's a reason that he's going to be playing at Michigan State coming up in the near future. Trevor O'Brien, the Galion senior running back and linebacker, almost totaled 100 yards from scrimmage, had a couple of touchdowns as the Tigers roll River Valley. They stay undefeated. Just having a dude like that can run it in between the tackles, also can make plays in the passing game. Always good to have somebody like that.
Yeah, I can tell you as a coach, that running inside the tackles is huge. Oftentimes we like to get the ball on the edge. We always have the athletes get the ball on the edge. But when you have somebody that can hum it up in there and go get those 4, 5, 6 gritty yards, and then you look at his presence on defense, he gives them a bona fide presence in the middle and filling gaps. He's a tough young man.
Big reason why the Tigers are off to a 4-0 start. McGwire Albert from Shelby making it back onto the list. He was special. He had some dimes last night. 14-23, over 300 yards, 4 touchdowns, 21.5 yards per completion. That's the type of day that you like to see as a coach.
Yeah, absolutely. He's doing a great job of keeping his elbow under the ball. His release point's great. He's really improved throwing the deep ball. And you can see that the work in the offseason and Coach Mahaney and that offensive staff have really got him playing at a high level. And McGwire would be the first one to tell you, he can't do it without a great line and a great receiving core, and he has that. But, man, it's nice when you got the leadership on that offense coming from that quarterback position and just dropping dimes.
Also had 7 carries, 18 yards, and was the vocal leader of that team last night. I saw on the sideline he was a ball of energy. His baby brother, Marek Albert, even though I don't know how much of a baby he is at this point, was a man last night. The junior defensive end had 6 sacks and a defensive shutout against Ontario. I don't think at any level, we were talking about this off camera, I don't think I've ever seen 6 sacks.
Yeah, he's been playing really, really well. I think he's got 11 sacks already through 4 games.
He does.
So he's going to be going after the school record, which I believe is 15 for a season. So he's going to have an opportunity to chase that thing. But as far as last night goes, just special and unblockable. I mean, that's really what it comes down to.
Yeah, Shelby rolls on the road, spoiling homecoming for Ontario 42-7. And then finally, let's go out to the Valley. Elijah Hughes, Clear Fork senior middle linebacker and running back. Just a physical presence on both sides of the ball. He was their leading tackler in the game and then had the go-ahead touchdown and then the icing on the cake touchdown. Just had a special night.
Right, big plays from your key players in big games. And I've always been taught and always taught young kids, like if you're going to be a big-time player, you expect to be a leader on this team, you got to make the plays when they count the most. And to see kids at Clear Fork make those plays, and this young man that has such a great game and an impact on a big game is what you come to expect from your leadership.
Hughes helps the Colts erase an 18-point deficit as they come back to knock off previously unbeaten Bellevue.